Schnecken, Zimtrollen. Im Kühlschrank hatte ich, habe mir jetzt noch eine weggemopst, mal ein bisschen stärken. Momos da. Mina war gerade auch noch da. Mina ist hier. So. Gut, dann wir fragen wen mal. Ich habe ein bisschen Angst, ihn das hier zu fragen, ehrlich gesagt.
I found this business card on your son's body. Do you know where it's from?
Celestine.
Who's that?
A mercenary of a cat. That's his business card. He owns The Establishment, a venue that myself and other cats like me use as neutral ground. But I've only ever gone there with Teen Vunkil-Junta. Edgar knew of it, certainly, but he never expressed the slightest interest.
Worth following up on?
If Edgar was there, that tricky two-color cat would definitely have taken note. If only to find a way to exploit it to his own ends.
Oh, I'll pay him a visit then. Can I have the address?
You'll find them not far from here, across Herod Bridge, in Cabacon Street.
Also quasi ein Ort zum Verhandeln.
I've heard from your staff that whenever Edgar visited the club, he'd invariably go to your office. Except last night. Why's that?
Are you sure you're an investigator, Nutter Butter? I was out of the country. Of course, he didn't bother going to my office.
Does he only go there if you're around? Do you socialize outside of work? What did you talk about last?
How is any of that relevant?
Du hast gesagt, du beantwortest mir alles, was ich frage.
We did not. He was just taking some time to be alone. He had the other key card for my office elevator. He knew he was free to come and go as he pleased. As for what we discussed last, the loss of his friend, the expansion of the business, goals for the future, mundanities.
Hatte eine Schlüsselkarte, die hatte aber nicht dabei, oder?
I found a bag of nip on Edgar's body.
Nip? No. You are mistaken.
I'm really not. I promise. The packet was in his clenched paw, as if he'd just received it. He apparently met up with someone at the club, and they acted somewhat suspiciously.
Listen to me. Edgar did not take nip.
I understand Edgar had not been to the club in months. Have you seen him personally in that time? Could he perhaps have picked up some new habits? I've also heard that you do not tolerate drug use by your staff, but does that extend to your family? It's not as simple to fire a son as it is an entertainer, for example.
Is that a reference to Platy and her unseemly dependency? Yes, I know of it. She doesn't hide it nearly as well as she seems to think. But as long as what she takes comes in a bottle, served over a pharmacy counter, I don't care. When it starts coming in a bag, smuggled paw to paw in a dirty alleyway, then I take action.
All right, but you still can't be certain Edgar wasn't indulging. How close were you two? Could he have been
kann das auch nicht sicher sein. Hatte es nur dabei. Das kann vieles bedeuten.
It's not something you tuck into a pocket and turn to when you have a free moment. It consumes your life. If Edgar was involved, I would know. And beyond that, he was distraught that a friend of his had died of an overdose. Furious even. He had come to hate Nip as much as I do.
Okay.
Your staff have some theories about what happened.
I'm sure they do.
Tinkle didn't see anything odd, apart from Edgar even being at the club after such a long absence, but he did note that he seemed very upbeat. Did anything happen recently that might have improved his mood?
Not that I'm aware of, but we had not spoken in a while.
Miss Kitty says she heard Edgar coming back into the club later that evening. Along with a cat she recognized the voice of, a big, mean type, she claims.
I would not trust anything Platy claims to have seen or heard after 2 a.m. That's her indulgence time. What she sees or hears then is liable to get confused.
If you say so, but I did find a very large footprint next to Edgar's body, larger than anyone who works for you.
Then investigate it. Do you need my permission?
No,
Na, irgendwo schon, ist ja dein Club.
Finally, Pepe says he saw Mousezilla, but I think we can discount that.
You might find Pepe's convictions ridiculous, but he is not insane or blind. He is loyal and trustworthy.
Wahrscheinlich
Mousezilla is obviously
vertrauenswürdiger
not
als die
real, but
Olle,
if he
die an
says
ihr
he
Nips
saw something,
schnüffelt.
I'd give him the benefit of the doubt.
You must have accumulated quite the rogues gallery of enemies in this business, Mr. Montague. Can you think of anyone that might want revenge?
I am older than I seem, Nutter Butter, and I have managed to outlive most of my enemies. Those that remain would not strike at me through my son.
If you believe they wouldn't, doesn't that make it the ideal way to catch you by surprise? No ancient rivals, no young upstarts, the Catulets I've heard mentioned.
You simply don't know enough about how things work in this city, Nutter Butter. There's a hierarchy, and on top, 2 families stand supreme. Mine and the Catulets. They have their domain and I have mine. We do not jockey for position. There is simply no chance they would have done this. And any small organization, they would not risk annihilation. And that is certainly what would befall them if they dared a move like this.
Well, I'll still keep my eye on those as options for now, if that's all right.
As you wish.
Okay, jetzt sprechen wir mal
Your
drauf an.
son made a note of something. He seemed quite keen to keep it a secret. A Gentle Cat in the Desert. A movie title, it would seem. We did some poking around and discovered that you have an interesting history. An actor. I would never have guessed.
Am I the first actor you've met, Nutter Butter? You seem disbelieving that we exist.
Oh, you exist, but you don't advertise the fact either. Did Edgar know of your previous occupation before recently? I mean,
I don't think so. I never brought it up. It was so long ago, and I didn't want him to
dig into the drama around your final production? I have a theory about where the murky trail of funding for that film ends. How did you get your foot in the door of this line of work in the first place, Mr. Montague? Is it possible some of your investors sought to get some long-delayed recompense?
That's not a theory, it's a hypothesis. A very fanciful one.
Well, then give me some facts, Mr. Montague. Your son starts looking into a film you made decades ago and dies. Did he speak to the wrong people? Or something else entirely? I couldn't help but notice a very pregnant cat standing next to you on the red carpet. The dates add up, Mr. Montague. How is his mother doing? He kept his expression
Okay, es war
mostly
doch die
still,
Mutter.
but his
Also
mouth
von den
twitched
Daten her.
unhappily at that.
I hope the story you're spinning is entertaining you, Nutter Butter. Because it is a fiction. Spiderwebs and shadows. You are correct on one count. That is Edgar's mother. Barely. She had other ideas about where she wanted her career to go, and a child did not fit
Klassiker.
into it. That cursed
Karriere
film
oder
was the
Kind?
end of my acting career, and the end of her involvement in our lives. If Edgar was looking into my past, he would have learned nothing beyond what I told him when I felt he was old enough. That he had one parent who loved him, and one who did not.
Ich dachte irgendwie schon, er will irgendwie verschleiern, dass er noch mit einer anderen Frau ein Kind hatte.
Okay, that's all the information I have so far.
Das würde
Mr.
direkt
Montague.
neue Verdächtige
Then I
aufdecken.
imagine you'll want to get back out there and start gathering more. You know where the door is, of course.
Hey, Tickle.
I'm back.
Yes, Tinkle is excited.
Ne. Ach so, dann geht er wieder hoch.
Okay,
Then I
Na gut.
Cuddles?
Och nö, ich will nicht mit ihr reden. Ich kann ihre Stimme nicht hören.
Desiree, what are you doing here?
I've not left yet, Cuddles.
You've been here the whole day? Desiree, you've had a traumatic experience. You need some rest.
I managed to nap a little in my room, thank you, Cuddles. But
The attractive cat looked in the direction of Tinkle, guarding the elevator like a sphinx.
I wanted to thank you properly for saving me yesterday. Who knows how much longer I'd have been stuck there? Are you speaking with Bartholomew? Have you found evidence against him? You have to involve the police, Cuddles.
No, nothing like that. He, invited me over for a chat.
You can't trust him, Cuddles. Please, don't believe
Dir
a
kann ich
single word
auch
he
nicht
says.
trauen, da bin ich zu 100%
Abruptly,
sicher.
tears appeared in her eyes.
Oh, Cuddles, I'm scared to even think it. Could Bartholomew
Nee, das glaube ich wirklich nicht.
Killed his own son? Why? She stared at me for a moment through shining tears before seeming to come to a decision.
There's something you need to know, Cuddles. Edgar and I, the night he died, we talked.
What?
After my act, he came to my changing room. He was angry, Cuddles, going on about his father, about Gumdrop. He seemed angry at the whole Montemute Empire and scared. Could Bartholomew have given him an ultimatum? Perhaps Edgar wanted out, but his father had other plans.
Das glaube ich
Why didn't
nicht.
you mention this last night?
Gute Frage.
Cuddles, forgive me, but I didn't trust you yet. You found me in the chest when
Aber
nobody
jetzt
else
plötzlich.
did, and I wondered if Bartholomew was trying to trick me. But I spoke to Pepe and to Tinkle, and it's clear you're earnest about solving this.
Anything else might you have overlooked mentioning last night, Desiree?
Nothing more. I swear. I can't help but feel that this is partly my fault. Perhaps if I'd tried to convince Edgar to cut ties or offered more support.
I'm sure there's nothing more you could have done, Desiree.
That's so kind of you to say, Cuddles. And I feel so much better after speaking to you. If you need any help putting that horrible criminal away for what he did, just ask.
Thanks. I shall.
Scheiß werde ich. Ich habe mir die Aufnahme nochmal angeguckt, wo er sie befreit. Da ist kein Riegel an der Box. Und Cuddles hat auch nichts angefasst. Sie kommt da einfach rausgeploppt wie so ein Schachtelteufel. Also komm hier nicht mit, der Riegel ist vorgegangen und ich war in der Box eingesperrt. Die Visitenkarte, die ich bei Edgars Leiche gefunden habe für einen Ort namens das Testament. Bartholomew hat mir den Ort genannt. Ich sollte da vorbeischauen und versuchen herauszufinden, was Edgar da gemacht hat. Edgar hatte also einige Gegenstände bei sich, die Hinweise sein könnten. Samen auf seiner Kleidung, keine Pflanzen in der Nähe, eine Visitenkarte ohne Namen, nur ein Logo und eine Tüte mit irgendwas, die er in seinen Händen hielt. Wahrscheinlich Nip. Ich fand auch ein Stück Papier mit den Worten A Gentleman Desert in der Desert drauf gekritzelt. Tabby hat herausgefunden, dass der Titel eines Films ist, an dem Bartholomew beteiligt war. Aber nicht bevor Bartholomew selbst in mein Büro gestürmt ist. Der mir gedroht hat, eine Menge Katzen zu verletzen, wenn ich nicht tun würde, was er will, verlangt er, dass ich zu ihm komme. Dann geht das nächste, was ich tun muss. Ich habe ein Rezept für einen Drink, der Beize in einem Buch in meinem Büro. Hört sich an, als ob schlimme Sachen mit deinem Hals macht, aber mit allem, was er berührt. Ich habe mir Mycoporium gefunden. Es gehört ein Waschbären, das habe ich nicht erwartet.
What?
Ich liebe es, eine Katze zu sein.
Welcome to Meowie's Emporium, customer. With your fur so smooth and your nose so wet. Purr.
The shop was run by a raccoon, it seemed. You didn't see many of them in Meow Meow Furrington, but he was so positive. I already liked him.
Er tut, als wäre eine Katze.
Confetti? Flavored confetti?
Yes, Meowies has spared no expense for our promotion. Purr. Please enjoy our delicious apricot-flavored paper pieces.
Apricot. Not really my favorite.
Such honesty. Thank you for your feedback, customer. Purr. This will
Purr.
help make our next confetti gun 100 times better.
Oh, do watermelon flavor next time. I love watermelon.
Watermelon? Incredible feedback. Thank you, customer. This might be the best feedback Meowies has ever received. Please, take this with the thanks of the entire extended Meowies family.
A weird plastic ring? What's this do?
It's a mood ring, customer. Purr. When you wear it, It can tell you how you're feeling.
Ah,
For example, if I put it on,
Stimmungsringe
it
hatten
would
wir
say
früher
that
auch
I
ganz
feel
viele.
honored by your patronage. Studies have shown that making customers self-conscious about their emotions makes them buy more things to feel better about themselves.
Well, isn't that neat? It doesn't look too bad on my finger, but it's not changing color. It's a ring that changes color to show my mood. It's colorless right now. Hey, the mood ring turned blue. Nothing happened.
Okay, wenn ich dran schlecke, ist er blau.
If I lick this mood ring, it changes color. Is that how it's supposed to work?
It must be, customer. The ancient feline alchemists believed that emotion lived in the mouth. We have not yet decoded the powerful magics they used to create these rings hundreds of years ago.
It says made in MMF on the bottom.
Then I suppose you just have a very emotional tongue, customer. Purr.
Okay, Cosmo.
I haven't seen a raccoon in Meow Meow Furrington in ages.
Me neither, customer. Purr.
But
Er tut, als wäre eine
you
Katze.
are one.
I? Meowie? A
Deswegen der
raccoon?
Name, er denkt, das tarnt ihn.
We do have a good time here at Meowies, don't we, customer? How can I be a raccoon? Look at my shirt.
I
Look
love
at your tail.
being a cat. Well, I mean, does that prove anything, though?
And I purr constantly. Purr! See? I just did it. Plus, I'm called Meowie, a common and popular cat name, given to me by my parents, Mr. and Mrs. Real Cat.
You have
Natürlich.
a lot of feline stuff going on. I'm not denying that.
Then it's settled. We're Meowie the cat and Mr. Customer the other cat. Two cats, living life in the cattiest city in the world. Purr. Meow. Scrunk.
Sorry, was that skronk at the end?
Yes, the noise two cats make when they have a deep understanding of the fact that they're both cats and are deeply satisfied with the fact. Skronk!
Natürlich. Machen meine Katzen den ganzen
Skronk,
Tag,
you
ne,
too,
Mina?
then. Meowie, skronk.
Stimmungsring.
Meowie, I put this mood ring on, but it's just staying plain white.
Some cats, customer, like you and I, have such thick, beautiful, lustrous fur that the mood ring can't sense the emotions hurtling through our cat veins.
Well, that's no good, so I just can't use it.
If there's one thing I've learned about you, customer, during our long friendship, it's that if you want it, you will find a way, purr.
Ja, jetzt ist er ja blau.
Meowie, I've had a glance around your shop, and I can't quite figure out if you have a theme.
Of course I have a theme, customer, purr. My theme is things that people need.
Well, okay.
Alles,
but
was man
who
braucht,
needs
Laden.
to pick only one example of at least 20 in my field of view
Hat
right
nicht ein
now?
Buch von
Who
irgendwie
needs
und anders,
inside-out
der alles, was man
umbrellas?
braucht. Laden.
Forward thinking, dear customer. Strong winds will turn your umbrella inside out anyway. So catch the air unawares. Beat it to the punch, purr.
Absolute genius. No further questions. Thank you. Talk later, Meowie. That doesn't seem to change color when I wear it. Nothing happened. If I lick this mood...
It must be
Wow, what a pleasant color.
Okay. Den sollten
Ja,
wir
viel.
mal fragen wegen den Samen.
Do you know anything about this?
Those smell so familiar. Whiskers. Where have I smelled that scent before?
If you remember, please let me know.
As you wish, customer. Meowie's Emporium is here for you. Purr.
Okay, es kommt ihm bekannt vor.
To one side of the shop stood a cat who must be the assistant. His blank expression and slow, methodical gum chewing did not inspire much confidence.
Kaut ein
If
Kaugummi sehe
Meowie
ich gar
wasn't
nicht.
this Cosmo I wanted, then it could only be this cat. Makes sense that the happiest cat I've met...
Okay, das war... Mit Cosmo sollten wir reden, nicht mit
Cosmo?
ihm.
That's my name.
Hi, I'm Cuddles. Nice to meet you. Someone told me you could help me.
Inside-out umbrellas are to the left, and the exchange bin is to the right.
Oh, no. I mean, I love the shop, and I will definitely look around more, but for now, I just have some questions about seeds.
Seeds, like, from plants?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, seeds guy. Do I look like a freaking plant?
Du scheinst aber ein paar Pflanzen zu...
Could you just take a look anyway?
If you really want, guy, but I told you, I don't know anything.
Wenn ich sie dir jetzt unter die Nase halte.
No, never seen him.
Are you absolutely certain? Please, these seeds are a lead in a murder case.
Murder? You mean Edgar?
Ja, ich meine
That's an
Edgar.
interesting first guess. Did you know him?
Know him? Oh, cucumbers, I'm clean, alright, I promise I was not involved. I don't know anything. I don't know how much more clearly I can communicate. I don't know anything. Please, just go. I'm nobody. I don't want to get locked up in a dark little room in the Boule de Poil.
La Boule de Pois? The fancy theater?
No, bro, you are confusing me. I never said anything. Leave me alone, please.
The Boule de Pois? What does that have to do with this whole mess? Guess that's a new lead.
Ja, glaube ich auch. Kann ich trotzdem noch mit
Go
ihm?
away.
Okay, er redet nicht mehr mit mir.
It's too... Road signs, posters, and banners of official MMF locations and events. Is it legal to take these? An exchange bin? Exchange what? Confuse your friends, flummox your colleagues. I'm pretty surprised that nobody else wants this. Self-foaming fur cleaner sounds amazing.
Also hier könnte ich tauschen.
Neue is so nice. I can't steal. I must abide. I can't read the mood of that. I think that looks fine without a... That would just...
Also hier muss ich tauschen. Kratzbaum!
I really can't tell if there's a theme to this store. Is it musical instruments and metaphors of their components or something? I can smell it from here. It's got everything. Oh, whiskers. Now my mouth is watering. 1, 2, 3, 4 stars. Wow. Whoa. This is an exceptionally promotional promotion.
Kann ich ihn darauf anquatschen?
Yowie, the exchange bin over there, is that related to your promotion?
It is not, customer. It is for the world-famous Meowie's Emporium Historical Artifact Exchange Program, which has been running uninterrupted for over 5 months.
Oh, so it's had good success.
None whatsoever, customer, purr, which only makes its grand purposes even more necessary.
Ja.
Meow Meow Furrington has a rich and fascinating history. You as a
Deswegen
customer
lässt man eine
of
Aktion
rare
laufen, weil sie
insight
nicht
no
funktioniert.
doubt remember all the great moments from our past that we learned about in cat school.
Yes, just, remind me.
The Jam Wars, King Leopold the Lion
Neue
Killer's
Laden
coronation, the opening of the 100th Porky Pete's. This city has seen it all over the centuries, purr. But time is like a haircut.
You always need more? Or everyone can see if you've gone through a bad one. The best ones are from a place halfway across the city that isn't open on weekends, even though you called and they said they were open on weekends, but you got there and they were closed, so you had to drive all the way home again, right?
No, fleeting. We must capture it while we have the chance. And that chance is now, customer. Purr. I'm assembling artifacts from significant moments in our city's history, creating a collection for all to enjoy and learn from. Bring me items of historical value to enrich my museum, and receive items from the exchange bin in return. Purr.
What do historical items look like, Meowie?
They could be anything, customer. Ancient weapons, rare cutlery, even
Also vielleicht doch der
mundane-seeming
Haken.
items of clothing. Actually, I have a lot of weapons and cutlery already, so clothing would be especially desirable. Purr.
What items are on promotion, Meowie?
Everything, customer. From our mixed-use musical instrument collection, to our inside-out umbrellas, to our pasta. Especially our pasta. Purr.
Yeah, you sell a strange assortment of stuff, Meowie.
We sell what our community demands, customer, and they demand pasta.
Pasta cooked in inside-out umbrellas to the haunting refrain of plucked guitar strings, apparently.
This is a marvelously cultured city, is it not? Purr.
I asked your assistant over there, about a murder, and he just shut down. What's with him?
Oh, customer, it is a tragic tale, Purr. I believe that Cosmo blames himself for our current situation. Ever since the amusement park, he has not been himself.
What did the amusement park do?
It took our customers, customer. Until some months ago, a constant stream of cats came through here, all of them seeking Cosmo's sage sales advice. But when the amusement park began advertising all over the city, even outside this very shop, they simply dried up. No more cats visiting all the time. Cosmo became withdrawn and refused to speak to me anymore. But I knew he carries a silent burden of failure. The
Ich
poor
glaube,
thing.
das hat einen anderen Grund.
Where did all your customers go?
Stolen away by the amusement park, customer. No sooner did it start advertising outside the shop than they all vanished.
I couldn't help but notice all the street and shop signs up on the wall behind the counter. Are those all from places and businesses in Meow Meow Furrington?
Yes, they are. Purr. This is the best city in the world, especially for cats like you and me. I just love it here. So much culture, so many wonderful sights. Have you ever visited the world's biggest miniature giant ball of yarn? It is incredibly average in size.
Oh, and that's also why you're making a museum of the city's history, I suppose.
Precisely, customer. Purr. I want generations of cats to be able to come to Meowie's Emporium Museum and learn about our past. I shall be the first
Jetzt ist auch noch ein
curator of
Museum.
what I'm certain shall become a local institution.
I can absolutely see cats coming here to gawk. Meowie, has the lure of flavored confetti improved the success of your promotion?
Customer, can I speak honestly to you? Cat to cat?
Cat to cat?
Exactly. The promotion has struggled. I was certain people would be thrilled to participate, but it has not been so. Then, inspiration struck. Run a promotion for the promotion.
Werbung
A
für
delicious
Werbung, ah ja.
double wrapping of promotional goodness that is sure to get cats flocking back to Meowies.
Well, maybe.
Oh, customer, I hear the pain of withheld honesty in your voice. You need not spare Meowie the harshest law of retail. Customers' time is valuable. Customers need to know that they should visit Meowie's Emporium instead of, say, Keith's kooky kiosk. I mused, reflected, contemplated, and realized my flaw.
Overthinking the selling of obscure items?
No, I was trying to tell customers why they should give me their patronage when I should be showing them a dramatic presentation to convey everything that buying from Meowies represents. And to sweeten the pot, a promotional award for the promotion of our promotion. A special mystery item for the lucky one who aids me. Purr.
Mystery item, you say? Could it be the huge food basket underneath the promotional promotion sign?
I
Könnte
asked
gut
my
sein.
assistant Cosmo to obscure the mystery item, but it appears he simply added more cellophane. A lot more. It's wrapped so tightly, and it's such a thick layer. Whoever wins it might have to spend hours clawing it open. Maybe even days.
Meowie, tell me what I need to do to get that surprise.
Oh, customer, thank you for offering.
Ganz ruhig,
Here's the
Cuddles.
promotional material I've written. Just get as many cats as possible to hear it.
The promotional material Neue gave me. Let's see what it says. Captain Savings dived out of the way as a tax bomb hit discount.
Okay.
Jeez, trying to say.
Ich will mal probieren, ob ich ihm den Haken geben kann.
Yarr.
A dough hook from the dough hook? Tremendous, customer! Purr! That shop is a wonderful addition to the city's cosmopolitan food scene.
I guess so. Wait, the pirate part or the baking part?
Both! They complement the pirate-themed ice cream store Rum Invasion, arr, and are one of the few bakeries not part of the infamous jalopy cartel.
The what?
Oh no, I've said too much. I'm sorry, customer, but we...
Okay, also das will er nicht haben. Hier, die Stiefel von Larry.
Oh, what have you got there, customer? Something historical?
Absolutely, this is a famous historical boot. The boot of Larry.
Larry! Oh, the very name fills me with awe! Tell me, customer, tell me of Larry's boot.
Well, a long time ago, really long ago, you definitely won't know anything about the time it happened. Larry was an explorer. He discovered the whole peninsula that Meow Meow Furrington was later built on, and he was very famous for that reason, definitely. But he lost his boot in some quicksand, yeah, and it was recently found again. What? And this is it. So, yep, hey, that's history.
That sounds like an ideal artifact for my museum, customer. But I've never heard of this Larry.
Well,
Mann, bist du
surely
uninformiert.
you've not heard
Dass du
of
nicht über Larry
every
gehört
famous
hast.
cat explorer.
I definitely have. Their illustrious names are engraved into my mind. Steve, by the way, Ron Waffle, Gary Cheeseman, Eustace Meg
Jerry
Sheridan,
Cheeseman.
Billy the Pigeon. I know them all. History was my favorite subject in cat school.
Ist
But
klar.
who discovered them? I'll tell you, Larry. He did that right after, whatever I said he did just now.
He did. Oh, what a wonderful item to add to my museum. Thank you, customer. Brr. I think that this has to be rewarded with a hypnotism kit.
Okay, also darf ich mir das Hypnose-Set jetzt rausnehmen, ja?
I should ask Meowie about. And just like that,
Soll ich dich hypnotisieren, Cosmo?
tell me.
Ew.
Okay, nein. Hätte ja sein können. Habe ich irgendwas sonst noch dabei, was ich ihm geben könnte? Ich glaube ja eher nicht. Oder will er den Schlüssel haben?
Maybe not the best idea to hand the key.
Ach, schade. Okay, also der funktioniert nicht.
Yarr.
A dough hook.
Jetzt zu die Münze.
What do you think of our...
Superlative. Could there be a more excellent...
Oh, in that case, care to trade this one for something nice?
All items in Meowie's beginning...
No.
Okay, nein, kann ich nicht tauschen. Das Rezeptbuch auch nicht.
You know who this is?
Why, that's Bartholomew Montague, my uncle the
Okay.
He's a...
television...
Ich glaube, sonst kann er wirklich nichts gebrauchen.
Have you ever heard of this?
That
Ja, okay. Okay, nein.
Chocolate.
Ich glaube, dann kann ich jetzt erstmal nicht viel machen. Guck mal, Cosmo, willst du Werbematerial haben?
I'm going to...
You're way too into this game.
Okay, er redet ja nicht mit mir. Er guckt mich nur komisch an.
You won't be interested.
Okay. Ich will das Plakat mitnehmen.
That's stuck on, really. It'd take days to scrape this...
Okay. gebe mal... Tabby, guck mal, willst du was davon haben?
Is this...
I'm not sure yet, Tab.
Okay, nein. Polizei kommt hier, das Theater. Gehen wir mal hier hin.
Ramon, I
Erst
think
Milch.
this is the place. There's no name, but the sign matches the logo on the business card I found on Edgar's body. And sorry, could you repeat that? Right, yeah. Some kind of tramp was standing on the sidewalk outside the building in a suit, advertising milk. No brand, just milk. A pool of the stuff had collected around his feet somehow as well. I tried not to make eye contact.
So, hi, Kumpel.
Excuse me, is it...
Leviathan Puddle Hopper!
I'm sorry.
Goodbye,
Wait, did you just say goodbye? You understood me.
Whispering slope.
Okay. Redet nicht. Redet komisch.
Your, milk is leaking out. Not sure if you're, aware of that.
Lop, lap, lop, lap.
Ooh, is your suit full?
Correct word.
There's a little metal plaque on this building with something printed on it.
Ja, und was ist da?
This building marks the original headquarters of the now defunct Furrington Candy Corporation. Gutted
Ja.
decades ago during the Great Freak Candy Floss Fire, the exterior was restored and is now a protected historical site. The MMF Postal Service put signs up begging people not to steal mail, so people stole the signs instead. I wonder if they considered that a net win.
Also es ist irgendwie so wie mit den Schildern am Briefkasten, bitte keine
It's a
Werbung.
crime. The symbol on the sign matches the one on the business card.
Go away, Dunk. Oh, who are you?
My name's Cuddles Nutterbutter. I'm sorry to disturb you, but I'm looking for the establishment.
Why do you...
Darky, venticular.
Shut up, Duncan!
Okay, das ist so, danke.
As I was saying, what are you...
Ellie, Destimble.
Ugh.
I'm looking into a murder. The victim had your card on him, and
Ducky quack, hot pot.
your card on him, and
Patty, lappy flappy.
Okay, ich glaube, das
Jab,
wird
jab.
nicht, solange er da
okay,
ist.
well, what's your problem, bub? Can't you see I'm trying to have a conversation with,
Celestine. And don't bother trying to reason with him. Derpy Duncan never listens. Is this about Edgar Montague?
you knew him?
I was aware of him. I heard he turned up dead.
Oops-a-daisy. Fluttering quaver restrooms. Ugh.
Listen, can you let me in? I have more questions, and this Duncan fellow is really annoying.
No. I won't be opening this door for you or anyone else. Not with Duncan there. If I
Okay.
open it more than a crack when he's around, he rushes inside and it takes hours to get rid of him. He waddles around, talking nonsense and splashing milk over everything, and I have to get out the good chasing stick to go after him. It's dreadful. And to add insult to leaky injury, all I smell for days after is curdled milk. Ugh. No. Come back when he's not around. Good night.
Wait, this is important.
Okay.
More important than spending a weekend mopping up milk stains? More important than the very expensive dinner reservation I missed at the Gourmand's gazebo? Oh, I was so looking
weg, du
forward
Motte.
to it, but not tonight, apparently. Trapped here by an insane, milk-swilling feline instead. Today has been tiresome and has left me entirely disinterested in indulging another strange cat, especially one who dresses like you. The tie isn't working, by the way.
Waka 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 waka.
Please, there's more at stake than you realize. Bartholomew Montague is looking for vengeance, and if I don't find out what he wants to know, there was talk of declawing machines.
Oh, Bartholomew has lit a fire under your tail, No wonder you look like you've got a sniper trained on you. The thing is, I know Bartholomew. We're, terrific buddies, I believe is the term. He's too smart to do anything to make me upset at him, so I think this is...
Ja, okay.
Can't you call the police to get rid...
The police, ever champions of the city's downtrodden, no longer respond when I report the mad, milk-drenched... Apparently, it...
Hey, there's like
Okay.
murder.
You may
Ja,
double...
okay, ich muss Duncan
Alright.
loswerden.
I might have...
Are you this quick on the uptake with...
Haha. So...
Oh, you think it's that easy? I've tried everything. Spray. Just don't hurt him. Then the police will... quick.
All right.
Okay. Also ja, ich muss wieder... Soll ich ihn
If I
hypnotisieren?
remember my late night...
Guck mal.
That doesn't need to be...
Okay.
That's a sharp... I think that looks fine. That would rip...
Willst du vielleicht... Hier, komm hier, get me.
This nip is...
Okay.
That ladder looks like it'll take me to the roof. Clambering up a rickety ladder just to reach a dirt...
Okay.
Don't hurt yourself. I could throw this and hook it onto the latch, but that's no use by itself.
Okay, ich muss daraus so einen Wurfhaken quasi basteln. Na gut, dann würde ich sagen, gehen wir noch mal hier in das Theater. Oh, das ist also Alfonso. Unser Konkurrent.
This is a pretty busy theater. It's locked. One night with Alfonso. Tickets on sale now. Oh, please. Who would pay money to watch that overwrought fop dance around on a stage for 3 hours? I'd pay for not that. Yeah. Should put that on the billing, Alfonso. Makes me so mad.
Ne.
I carry enough disdain for him without That must be where you buy tickets. I almost went into dancing. My teachers used to say that I have the thin, fragile legs of a calcium-deficient swan. I could have been a star.
Hey, mister, you can't... Hey, stop that.
Okay, ich muss tatsächlich ein Ticket kaufen.
I need to get inside, kiddo.
No, I mean, yes, mister, you can buy tickets, but you can't go inside tonight.
Okay, selbst wenn ich
It's
ein Ticket
rehearsal
kaufe, ich
night.
komme nicht
The
rein.
gatekeeper that now barred my entry was a gangly, awkward young cat, gawking at me through the glass of the sales window like I was a zoo exhibit. Eyeballs like shocked oysters blinked rapidly behind moony glasses, and a huge purple pimple on the end of his nose blazed like a small sun. Teenagers. I was sure I could bully my way past this easily enough. My name is Cuddles Butter, and I'm here to investigate a murder.
Murder?
Yes, that's right. So, rehearsal night or not, I need you to let me in and...
Wait, Cuddles? Like in Mr. Gibraltar's show?
Wait, what? What
Oh
did
Gott,
Alfonso
Alfonso
do?
baut dich in seinen
His
Show
play,
ein.
mister. The bumbling cat who keeps struggling to tie his shoelaces with his very small hands. Cuddles Butter Shutter. He's very funny. I like the part where he loses his car keys for 10 months.
What? That's not... He's the one who... I don't believe him. Alfonso, that's slander.
Doch, du hast
You know,
doch
I'll take
deinen
him to the
Autoschlüssel
ethics
mal für eine
board,
Weile
and
verloren.
I'll go to his stupid play and watch it, and then send a really scathing review to the newspaper. 0 out of 5 stars. No, out of 8.
Sorry, mister. Please don't yell. My supervisor will hear you and I'll be demoted back to mop duty in the kitten area.
Well, let me in then, and nobody needs to go back to mop duty.
But you might be lying, mister, to get the actors' signatures.
Natürlich.
They hate that. If I let you in without permission, I'll be demoted back to sausage basting.
Wurstgrillen.
That's even worse than mop duty. The grease keeps splashing into my eyes.
Dann grillst du Scheiße. Guck mal hier. Meine Dienstmarke.
See this badge? I'm not lying, and I'm as official as it gets. Let me in, and if your supervisor gives you problems, I'll tell him to speak to the chief of police. How's that?
Okay, mister. Sorry, mister. You can go in.
Geht doch.
The venue was old and designed in decades past by some overeager architect who really loved arches. It also wasn't deserted. To one side stood a cat in a fancy outfit, staring into the middle distance and mumbling something to himself. He seemed to be concentrating very hard. An interruption would do him good, I was sure.
Nee, das tut den Leuten für gewöhnlich nicht so gut.
Suburban bliss. When a family of long-hair cats moves in next door to some tabbies, hilarity and hijinks can't be far away. An upcoming show titled The Terrible Triumphs of Thomas Cuddles. A fast-paced piratical adventure, set during the slow age of piracy. Yeah, the slow age is kind of overdone these days. This is a promotional poster for a production named One Red Nose. 2 brothers must confront their past after the unexpected death of their blind clown father. What?
Ja.
These must be some of the famous actors and actresses that have performed here. The booking and information counter for the theater, I'd imagine. A fancy place to stand while you check if someone has a ticket. Let's see who's been here recently. Rick Douglas, no clue. Thornton Reed, nope. Lucian Sanchez, he was at school with Matrick. The 2 of them were buddies, weren't they?
Das musst du mir sagen.
Nobody's working here tonight.
Tybalt.
That is the fanciest cat I've ever seen.
I do not fear the green beast.
Excuse me, I just need to slip by.
Sir, who allowed you in? This is rehearsal night, and you are disturbing my practice. Tybalt McTherodon does not have time for autographs.
Don't worry, I'm not here for autographs. What are you practicing for?
What for? Is this not a theater, sir? A playhouse of dramatic intent.
Oh, a play. Hey, do you guys ever put on Lappy and Geronimo? That's my favorite play. I love those puppets.
What is this? Sappy and Geronimo?
The play with the racing puppets? You know, Geronimo, he's the short, fat one who always slips and falls and pulls Lappy down with him. Classic comedy. I yell, "Look out, Lappy!" every time, but he never listens. The actor looked aghast, as if I'd just asked him to hold the kitten's diaper.
It sounds hideous. Puppets, sir. This is La Boule de Poix, foremost stage for the performing arts, not a tawdry venue for a kitten's matinee.
I don't remember a manatee in Lappy and Geronimo.
There will be no puppetry here, sir, marine or otherwise. I am preparing to perform the grandest play there is, Mlem.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were bringing up a hairball. Did you say phlegm?
No, Mlem. Oh, the uncultured masses. Have you never heard of the greatest cat play in history?
I mentioned Lappy and Geronimo already, so...
Mlem is a powerful tale, sir, of regret, heartbreak, redemption, and pale green betrayal.
Sure. But does it have puppets?
It has a villain, sir.
Ohne
By
Puppen
name
geht's nicht.
Oscar, the foulest fiend ever committed to words.
I do enjoy a good villain.
Then purchase a ticket, sir, and return on opening night.
I could, but I really need to poke around. So how's about you let me past? Or I'll be in the front row on opening night with a huge foam paw just cheering you on.
You are most bothersome. Move on and let me return to my memorization.
Okay, er lässt mich durch.
Something is hidden under that blanket, and it has piqued my obsessive need to know.
Das ist eine Gurke. Der Bösewicht ist eine
A
Gurke.
sheet covering.
No! Sir, step back! Do not dare uncover what lies beneath!
But I want to see what it is.
It is a monster, sir. An unbearable sight. Were you to uncover
Es
it,
ist eine
you would
Gurke.
regret every decision in your life that led you to this point. It is also being tested for lighting by the technical team, so leave it alone.
Kann ich noch mit dir reden?
I just...
Sir!
Gosh.
Okay, er redet nicht mehr.
I'm not interested in how he... That doesn't need a move. Nothing happened.
You are most
Hey, have you ever heard of this film?
I do not watch film.
Okay. Aber sagt dir der Titel was?
Hey, have you ever...
I do not watch...
Okay.
He's busy. If you ever need to borrow...
The place I put...
Okay.
Oh, huh. Just a storage room, I guess.
So quick to judge, Chaton.
A beautiful cat materialized from the darkness at the edges of the room, stepping daintily into the light. She held
Na,
her head
haben wir
high,
da die
proud.
Schauspielerin
Her
gefunden?
big eyes glittered
Von dem
like they were
Foto?
filled with diamonds. Her voice was warm, melodic.
Perhaps they are very comfortable, and such a variety of colors and fabrics. Even a cat like you could look beautiful every day of the week.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know anyone was here.
Do you make an habit of walking into unfamiliar places, Chaton?
My work takes me into new places like this all the time, Ms.
Scarlet. You are in the acting trade as well, then. Bienvenue.
As she drew closer, I saw that her eyes didn't glitter solely of their own accord.
Geht
Tears
weg,
glistened at their
Mutter.
corners.
Welcome to my theater.
Well, I'm not exactly an actor. I tell the odd fib. Is everything all right?
Oh, yes. Just pre-opening night jitters.
Would you like me to leave?
It is fine, mon ami. Rehearsal night is not very busy, and I would not mind some company.
Okay.
So you're the owner here. What does that entail?
What does it not? Choosing the productions, massaging egos, promoting performances. Why, I hardly have time for anything else, Chaton.
Egos? You mean Tybalt? Yeah, I met him. He seems like a lot of work.
Such is the price we pay for talent.
I guess Alfonso had to pay you for the privilege of putting on his show, huh?
Alfonso? The rotund performer. His shows are very popular. This is his third one.
What? I don't... The cats in this city clearly have no taste. Oh, has Flaccid Levitating Pumpkin ever performed here?
Once, yes, but never again.
No, not very popular.
Too popular. The fans, they bring pumpkins and toss them at the stage. And Monsieur Grimstunk, the singer, he calls me cool lady.
Oh, no?
La boule de poil.
shall stick to drama, chaton.
Chaton.
If you're looking to spice things up, you should definitely do a performance of Lappy and Geronimo. Tybalt didn't seem to care about it, but I can tell that you're a cat of finer tastes.
Lappy and... You mean the puppets, chaton?
Puppets.
Yeah, you've got lots of space here. You could do the first live-action production. Forget Alfonso's show. He's a hack anyway. I've seen Lappy and Geronimo like 40 times. I can consult for you, help get all the little details right to win over the hardcore fans, like Lappy's jackal tattoo and Geronimo's extra head. Did you know they didn't have those in the television show? How crazy is that? They dumbed it down so much.
Crazy is the right word.
Give me a call anytime. I'm always available for Lapron help. That's what us real fans call ourselves. We're Laprons. Cool, right?
I will certainly remember you the next time I see the puppets.
Puppet.
I'll be...
Fair travel.
Ich kann mir hier tatsächlich sonst nichts angucken. Jetzt pass mal auf, ich zeig ihr mal das Foto.
Did you know we had a film industry?
I'm aware.
Okay, die Reaktion sagt mir schon so einiges.
Never heard of this.
Along.
Ja, okay, sie kennt's auf jeden Fall.
Just in case you doubt it.
I have no doubt.
Okay.
See this ring here? It can tell you how you feel, apparently.
I always know.
Oh, can one of your performers...
This is garbage. Stop with...
Okay. Offenbar habe ich nichts, was sie irgendwie interessiert.
Do you know about the...
I know about men.
Ich war da, bei den Erfrischungsgetränken ging es ja noch rein, ne? Da haben wir doch, da ist eine Gurke drauf.
Well, that's a disconcerting poster. I guess this play is a thriller.
Sogar hier die Plüschtiere.
Now
Plüschgurken.
that's how you advertise. Free stuff. Cute. I'm gonna take one. Overpriced and oversugared foods designed to be irresistible to kittens. Whiskers. I wish I... They have food for sale even on rehearsal nights? I don't... It doesn't feel right to...
Okay, mehr kann ich nicht machen. Kann ich ihn vielleicht mit der, Kann ich ihn damit erschrecken, wenn er da...
How does this make...
Quite uncomfortable.
Okay.
Hey, so, listen, how about...
We are already...
Alfonso? Look, I'm...
Need at.
Okay. Ich glaube, ich kann hier momentan nichts machen. Aber hier kann ich mir noch die Plakate angucken.
The City Dreams. Ooh, I like that name. 5 cats find their lives transformed. Is that all? That's not a good advertisement. This is advertising something called Blue 99, a journey into a world where colors fight amongst themselves to be the last one standing. Epilepsy warning? Whoa!
Okay. Will der vielleicht so ein Werbematerial haben?
That won't...
Okay. Kann ich den mit der Gurke erschrecken? Oscar.
Oh, is that Mini Oscar? Oh, you don't want to deal with that thing.
Okay, nein, kann ich nicht. Ich habe aber auch immer noch nichts, damit ich mir einen Wurfhaken oder so bauen kann. Hat Tevi vielleicht was Neues? Nein.
Thanks, Dad.
Ich kann sie nur fragen, wie es ihr geht. Ich habe eine schicke Katze namens Scarlett getroffen. Sie ist Besitzerin des Labour de Paul. Ich habe eine Katze in einem Milchkostüm getroffen und war heißer Dank in der Rede, aber wirres Zeug. Ich kann kein einziges Wort verstehen. Die Visitenkarte, die ich bei Edgars Leiche gefunden habe, gehört zu einem... Ja, okay. Ja. Der Besitzer des Establishment will mich nicht reinlassen, aber will auch nicht mit mir über Edgar reden, bevor ich drin bin. Er beschwert sich über die Katze, die draußen rumhängt. Ich habe mit einem Schauspieler gesprochen, die bei Labour de Paul arbeiten. Tybalt, er ist ein ziemlicher Charakter. Tybalt hatte fast einen Aneurysma, als ich versuchte, eine Decke von einer mysteriösen Gestalt auf der Bühne zu ziehen. Ich muss aussehen, was es damit auf sich hat. Oh Gott, das Bild. Der Name in den Kosmos rausgeplatzt und sich in die Samen zeigte. Labour de Paul ist ein Theater. Diensthabende Ticketmitarbeiter lässt mich nicht rein, weil Probeamt ist. Mein Schnurrhaar, das kann mich nicht aufhalten. Ich habe mir Zugang zum Lab verschüttet und diese Art ist zu sagen. Ich habe die Katze getroffen, die von Professor Huggy gesprochen hat. Sein Name ist Cosmo. Ich habe Cosmo die Samen gezeigt. Er war nicht wirklich bereit für die Antwort. Er erwähnte etwas von Labour de Paul und war dann still. Er möchte nicht mit mir reden, aber er weiß ganz sicher, was er nicht zugibt. Miau liebt Miau mir mehr als alles andere. Er hat sogar eine Art Tauschprogramm. Also wenn ich diese Gegenstände mit historischen Bedeutung für sein Museum gebe, wird er mir im Gegenzug etwas Wertvolles geben. Ich habe meinen ersten Gegenstand getauscht. Jetzt ist die Spannung vorbei. Frage ich mich, was ich eigentlich damit machen soll. Ich sollte es aus dem Korb nehmen. Mir hat in letzter Zeit ein paar Rückschläge, also macht er jetzt Werbung für seine Werbung. Wie auch immer, wenn ich sie im Geschäft bewerbe, gibt er mir einen Preis.
Oh, Superstorm is gone. Must have gone back to Pepe.
Hoffentlich. Ist hier irgendwas Neues? Nö, sieht nicht so aus.
Ah, locked. Pep.
Okay. Bringt mir alles nix.
Chocolate.
Guck mal, Witz.
I bet you don't know what...
A miniature vegan blighter. How?
Okay. Cosmo! Okay, der hat keine Angst vor Gurken. Ich bräuchte auf jeden Fall noch irgendwas Historisches, damit er mir den Korb gibt. Wozu ich den Korb brauche, weiß ich jetzt auch noch nicht. Ah, hier ist ein Stern.
Bartholomew Montemute. Well, how about that? With his paw prints above it. His hands are somewhat. I have never heard of this cat. Bingo! Got some fingerprints from the paw print in the concrete.
Okay. Jetzt habe ich Fingerabdrücke von dem Bartholomew. Kann ich das gleiche vielleicht hier machen und dann vergleichen? Nee. Okay, ich habe die Rolle gar nicht mehr.
I don't see how leaving
Okay, ich habe gedacht, vielleicht hilft das.
I can't do... I don't see how...
Okay, ich habe jetzt seine Pfotenabdrücke, wofür auch immer. Für irgendwas wird's schon gut sein. Das ist das Einzige, wo ich reinkomme.
I have I think that... he's busy. He's...
Okay, ich kann nicht mit ihm reden, ich kann auch nichts mit ihm machen. Ich weiß auch immer noch nicht, wofür ich diesen Drink machen soll. Und sie sagt mir auch nichts Neues.
I'm back. Oh.
Oscar is not horrible. He's a victim, a manifestation of the inner wars that... No, I cannot explain the brilliance. Attend the play, Jatan, and be educated.
Maybe if I have time. God, so many, like, you know, art galleries and operas and openings of the... best not wait.
Hier willst du es nicht
I
haben.
bet.
Waving that around is not how you can...
Okay. Mehr habe ich auch nicht, um mit ihr zu reden.
What's under... Monster movies are...
Stop!
Listen, bud.
Never!
So you can't act...
I suppose...
Exactly. I can't...
No, I cannot bear to lay off.
How bad can it be?
Ah, okay, er haut dann ab. Okay. Es kann tatsächlich manchmal gut sein, es mehrmals zu probieren. Ja, da ist ein Gurke drunter. Keine Gurken. Ich meine, du hast ja schon das Plüschtier.
Is the single greatest thing I have ever seen. This must be the green beast Oscar from Tybalt's play. Oscar the Pickle. I want to be his best friend forever. So, I liked... Hello, I'm your... you'd be...
Okay, er spricht wirklich.
Are any of your friends working here too? Templeton the giant eggplant or Kevin the oversized courgette? You could make a little vegetable troupe and travel the country, doing short morality plays on why eating vegetables isn't actually that good for you, because vegetables have feelings too. You know, I don't think I've ever seen eyes quite like yours, Oscar. There's something about them, you know? Something mysterious. They're like deep, googly pools luring me inward, speaking to me. Oscar! No, I can't hijack an ice cream van. Why would you even want... No. Of course you're the prettiest pickle I know, but where would I even find a collection of antique swords with no identifying... Sure, Tabby probably has a dress like that, which I could borrow, and maybe a wig to disguise myself with. But no, Cuddles, what are you talking about?
Ich weiß auch
You
nicht.
don't mind if I lick you, hey? You don't.
Ja.
There's a...
Was hat mir das jetzt gebracht, ist die Frage.
Hey, Oscar! That would ruin the... I'm back. Are you aware that there's a giant pickle on the stage outside?
A pickle suit, Chaton.
Ah!
Although it smells of pickles more than I'm comfortable with. But that is budget cuts for you.
Do you really need that for your play?
Naturellement. Oscar is integral to Mlem. And this one, such talent. Have you seen his eyes? How they wibble about. If you poke him, the audience will be enraptured. unable to look away as he sways to and fro upon the stage.
You know, I have noticed the eyes. They are really hypnotic. Perhaps you're onto something.
Wer travel
Das ist also ein Kostüm. Dann ist erst recht die Frage, ob ich es nicht einfach mitnehmen kann.
Cuddles.
Aber er spricht nur mit dem... Aber kann ich vielleicht Decke mitnehmen?
That's the cloth that...
Ja, kann ich.
That does not... Look at that adorable...
Also damit kann ich was abdecken. Redest du jetzt mit mir? Ja.
I looked under the sheet. It's just a huge pickle. What's so scary about that?
You call it a pickle, but I name it what it is, a cucumber.
Hey, there might be people around controlling your language.
That will only give him more power over me. He's a cucumber, sir, and I state it proudly. Have you never wondered at the origin of that word?
I don't spend a lot of time dwelling on where rude words come from. I just don't use them, because I'm a good boy.
There is a bedtime story in the old language where it sneaks into the rooms of naughty kittens and stands next to their beds until they wake, then swallows them whole as punishment for not behaving.
Cats told that story at bedtime? To their kittens? What sort of horrible people would do that?
My grandmother, my mother, two of my 3 aunts.
Oh.
If my grandmother thought I was not taking her seriously enough, she would dress up as the vegan blighter and come into my room at night. I would wake up to a green, googly-eyed monster
Vielleicht kann ich
standing
damit
over me.
Duncan erschrecken.
What is wrong with your family?
Since then, the tradition of the vegan blighter has fallen away. But the word was corrupted into the curse we now know. Cucumber. Something foul and fearful. Oscar is just a pickle to you, but to me he is the vegan blighter. And when I see those mismatched, lopsided eyes, I am that scared kitten again. Without conquering that fear, I cannot hope to perform Lem.
There's a whole display of mini pickles over there. Don't those scare you?
Those are toys, teeny things. They could not swallow a whole child. I feel only a mild sense of unease around them.
Out of interest, just out of interest, if I grabbed the display and shook all of them loose on top of you while yelling, "Be a good kitten or else," would it help? Or would it hinder?
Please don't do that.
You're a grown cat now. Can't you just put all that stuff behind you, stare that adorable, I mean terrifying pickle in the eye and say, "You don't scare me. Now, I'm gonna go rescue my pet lizard from the enchanted haberdashery." Or, whatever happens in the play. I haven't seen it.
I tried. For years, I visited doctors, charlatans, mystics. All failed. You cannot just wave a little vegan blighter doll in my face and go, "Wooga wooga wooga!" And not only because everyone knows the real noise the vegan blighter makes is flim flim flim.
Okay. You should try to relax a little. It's just a play. I'm sure you'll memorize your lines in time.
I don't have time to relax. This performance must be perfect.
A few mistakes are understandable. People can be pretty forgiving. I was shepherd number 3 in a school play once. I tripped over someone else's costume and knocked down the whole scary forest. But still got a gold star.
I don't care what other people think. It's my family I'm worried about.
Oh, are they big theater fans?
Ha! The very opposite. The McThiridons are not a cultured group.
They don't approve of your career?
They do not, and I do not approve of them. If this performance doesn't go well, they'll be sure to find out. And then I'll have to endure more sermons about why I should have just gone into the family business.
Miaui hat irgendwas von dem Magneton oder wie hieß ihn gesagt.
And very abnormal.
Abnormal, like funny haircuts? Or what? The cat gave a huge resigned sigh, looking up at the ceiling as if hoping a lightning bolt might fall through it and incinerate him.
Abnormal as in a perpetual embarrassment to me. My father, for example, he goes for walks in the city parks.
Oh, that old chestnut.
He dresses up as a gardener and walks around, cutting the tops off of flowers and people's hats with equal abandon. If he's spotted, he giggles and runs away, yelling, "Climble, clamble, I'm on a ramble!" Aunt Beatrice has a shop where she waits for some unsuspecting member of the public to walk in, then gets them to participate in a fake murder scene made with marionettes. She even does voices for them. And Eustace, well, the less said about him, the better.
Whoa, and they wanted you to do that? To be a rich weirdo?
I refused. I wanted to be an actor, to make people applaud, not scoff, when they hear the name Magtheridon.
Well, you're standing here, aren't you? I'd say that you succeeded.
I will have succeeded when I speak the final words of Mlem on this very stage.
All right.
Okay, hat Angst vor der... Das funktioniert ja nicht.
This
quite uncommon.
Kann ich ihn vielleicht jetzt hypnotisieren?
Can I try to...
Whatever for? No.
I can't just go around hypnotizing people without Anyway, it seems like Tybalt needs to be...
Merp.
This is the blanket.
Get that away from me!
Okay. Dachte, dass ich vielleicht das Kostüm anziehen kann. Aber er redet ja irgendwie nur mit ihm, ne?
Cuddles.
Ja. Kann ich ihm vielleicht irgendwie die Decke aufschwatzen? Das wäre auch lustig.
Perhaps later when This is a very famous blanket.
How thrilling, customer. But no.
Okay. Funktioniert nicht.
I have the fingerprints of Barth.
Oh, well done, customer. Oh.
Okay. Ich bin jetzt ehrlich gesagt, ich glaube, ich kriege heute auch nichts mehr zustande. Ich weiß wirklich gerade überhaupt nicht, wie wir hier weiterkommen. Ich würde sagen, Leute, wir belassen es für heute dabei.